Can you think of any Korean symbols?
Like army system. Like we don't in Japan. We don't. Men don't have to attend the army, but Korean men have.
But is that a symbol?
In Japan we think so. Japanese people think so as a Korean symbol.
I mean, army is symbol of masculinity, but I don't know if it no. But I don't know. Oh, maybe that's not correct in today's terms, huh? Because there are also women, in the army. Anyway, it's difficult to answer. Yeah.
Our national
Flag.
flower.
Flower. Yeah. And it's called 무궁화, right? That's the national flower of Korea. What else? What other symbols are there? Yes.
I don't know. It's distinctively Korean for me, but I see them in the subway.
Is that Korean or Jeju Island?
Well, it's part of Korea. I don't know if it's
National.
but when I see that, I automatically think of Korea.
So what symbols are you talking about?
I don't know the name of them. I'm sure you do, but
Like I don't know the exact name, but I think it's 돌하루방.
Well, I'll have to take a look for me to affirm what you're. But I think I have a vague idea as to what you're talking about. Anyone else?
The national animal,
Which is
isn't it a tiger?
tiger. Yes, tiger is a symbol of Korea. Yeah.
What about Hangul? Hangul and the language.
Oh yes,
It's
Hangul.
very, with the circles, it's very different from other Asian languages.
Okay, Hangul is definitely a symbol of Korea. Yeah.
K-pop?
K-pop. Is K-pop symbol of Korean culture? National song. Oh, anthem. Did we talk about this before? Whether like songs, like anthems, are they symbol? Can they be symbols? Can non-material culture be symbol of a culture? Anyway, it's something to think about, but you know we don't necessarily have to come to an agreement. Okay, so let's start with the example number one. So maybe a few students have seen this from another class, but bear with me. One is 태극. In Chinese, it's Tai Chi symbol, right? And this is very important to Korean culture, so much so that it's in the flag, right? But this, although this one is a sort of the vertical line dividing the circle, in the Korean flag, it's a horizontal line, right? Now, Heo, if you turn off the lights, what happens? Let's try. So this is 태극, and it means ultimate equality and balance in Buddhism, and it also embodies the principle of yin and yang. Is everyone familiar with this principle of yin and yang? Okay, the principle of yin and yang argues that life is full of these opposite principles, okay? And because of the existence of these opposing values, one has a meaning, Its existence has more value. So a lot of things in life, if not everything, comes with opposite values. So life, that would be yang, positive value. Then the negative of that is death. So you could come up with many different sets, right? Like positive number, odd number, fire and water, day and night, men and women, right? So here it sort of embodies this very sexist sort of a thought, in the sense that man is considered positive and women the negative, right? So again, pretty much everything, at least something meaningful, it comes with an opposite sort of a set of value. Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
What about this red, blue, and yellow colors that are in the circle? Something like yin and yang, but with yellow, like red, blue, and yellow. We see them in a lot of traditional.
Okay, that's gonna come up later.
I mean, isn't it some sort of derivative of it, or
well,
is it
that's
completely different?
what I used to think. But let me get to that
Okay.
when I actually get to show those slides. Very good point. All right, so here are some visual images of this 태극. There's a perfect division, right? Sort of half and half. But here we go with the three-way division, right? So I used to think that this is artistic variation of the Tai Chi symbol, but somebody came to me after class, I think a couple of weeks ago, and told me how this is dated, like a, this symbol is as old as Tai Chi symbol. That's what he said, and it doesn't carry any particular meanings, but I think its popularity is owed to the fact that it looks similar to Tai Chi. So, well, this is your homework. Confirm for me whether what this student told me is true. Okay? So look at this symbol and look through the internet, ask people, and tell me what you find. And your prize is Maxim coffee. And if you really deliver something really, really impressive, I'll make it Supreme. Maxim Supreme. It's actually much better than regular Maxim. Okay, so here are many of these examples here. So I meant to ask foreigners, when you see this symbol, are you impressed? Like, do you find this beautiful or what? Just nothing particularly impressive? What is your impression? It is beautiful? I want to hear your honest opinion. Because this is, I think it's so conspicuous, right? You can just see it everywhere, right?
I remember when I was showing my boyfriend back home the Korean flag and everything with the symbol on it and the red and the blue. He said it reminded him of the Pepsi symbol.
Oh, that is very true. I'll show you how the two look alike. Okay, in later slides. Yeah. I'll take up on this big challenge now of trying to memorize names. Your name is? Aaron. Aaron, Brian, Elena, and yours is Mach. Mach. I'll go with your way of pronouncing your name. Mach. Hey, Mach. Yes, and your name is?
Oh, Daphne?
Daphne.
Yeah. I just knew when I got, because I saw this when I got in the airport when I came here last August. That was one of the first advertisements I saw, and that's kind of how I knew I was in Korea, kind of. So when I saw the little sign I already knew how the Korean flag already looked like, but I realized later that it was in a lot of advertisements as I was walking through the airport. So that's kind of how I realized I was in Korea, and I really did travel.
So you heard that, right? This is a sign or symbol from China, and yet, do you see that symbol like everywhere in China or not?
No, we seldom see that.
What happened?
I don't know. Maybe the advertisement is not. The effect of advertisement is limited.
So this symbol is from China, but I think it has become a very Korean symbol somehow. Okay. Anyway, so this sort of a three-way circle, as you can see, it's a emblem of the Korean government. Okay. And for the 1988 Olympics, as you can see the symbol there. And yes, here's Pepsi. Remarkable resemblance, right? Now this is the new Pepsi logo, right? Old and new, juxtaposed together. And then here's something for your amusement. So if you drink too much Pepsi, this is what could happen. Okay? Does anybody know where this came from? Korean Air. So if you could find any other logos that resemble this Taeguk, you could send them to me or share with me. Okay? So example number 2 is naturally the Korean flag, right? And even those bars, they are from Chinese sort of a philosophical table. Okay? I don't I forget the exact name. Does anybody know? 팔괴. It's called 팔괴, right? So these 4 bars are from 8 gue or 8 bars. So the whole flag is based on the Chinese philosophy. So we gotta recognize how Korean culture has extensively embraced sort of Chinese elements. Okay. So here are some visual images of the flag that I'm sure you will enjoy looking at. It's an old flag. As you can see, these are stacks of books. Just tons of books, right? And I don't know how many of you would believe if I said that I did it all by myself. Like taking me a whole week. But then, it's a joke, right? This it holds the world Guinness record as being the largest flag in the world. And I think somebody said North Korea made something even bigger. Okay? So there's always this competition, right? That we try to do something to outdo the Japanese, and then North Koreans try to do things to outdo South Koreans. So there's this three-way competition.
The little black pal, whatever. Do
Yep.
they represent, each thing represent like a different thing?
Yes.
Okay. What are they?
Okay, we'll have to see.
Sorry. No. Okay, don't worry.
No. As you can see
Oh,
there,
okay.
this 팔괴. I don't know if you could really write this in English, but that's the Korean pronunciation. And on that table, you'll see these different bars, right? And each bar has many qualities. So I just listed 4 things, okay? One would be some element of the universe, right? Like, for example, sky, the earth. And then season. One would be direction, and one would be virtue. But believe it or not, this table was used by the Chinese to predict one's fate. Okay? So whether you believe in these tables that supposedly be sort of used for fortune telling, but I think there is a tendency for Koreans to revere sort of things traditional. So anyway, if you could, so I'll try to look up what 팔괴 is in English, and whether there is anything that's in English. And okay, there you go. It's called 8 Signs of Divination. Okay, so if you could type this if you Google it, I'm sure you'll get some results and see what you get. Okay, so 팔괴 in English, 8 signs of divination. So thank you, Elena. Done with the flag, and now we're on the national flower, Rose of Sharon. It's not this flower is not a native flower. It was introduced, I think, by the missionaries or something. But it caught on with the imagination of the Korean people, because it is one of the most strong flowers, in the sense that it fights off insects better than most other flowers, and it is also very tenacious and able to withstand blight. Blight is like the cancer of flowers. It discolors and it dies. But mugunghwa, or rose of Sharon, is supposedly relatively stronger against blight and then also insects. And I think we have to be mindful of the name, right? The name mugung means immortality, and this flower has this very culturally significant name because it stands for this Korean culture that has withstood the countless number of invasions, and also for a number of times Korea was occupied by foreign forces, and yet it was able to maintain cultural continuity and also be able to maintain its geographical boundary, right? How many countries do you know which kept its sort of a geographical boundary in the same way for the last 2,000 years, right? So this is one of the unique historical facts that a lot of Koreans are proud of. Okay, turning to example number 4. I keep forgetting to bring this to class to show you the actual 부적. Bujeok means talisman or amulet for good luck and protection from evil spirits. So the examples you see here are one on the left side is for prosperity, meaning like success, money, right? Wealth. The one on the right for marital harmony. If you have a boyfriend or girlfriend and you're like constantly fighting all the time, go see a fortune teller and get something like not marital harmony, but love harmony or something. See if it helps. And this one for getting a job. The one on the right for conception. But fortune tellers inscribe these in a very different ways. So when you go get these, don't expect the same inscription, because it'll be all written differently. Okay. And yes, the exam is coming up in about a month. If you're not ready for it, go see a fortune teller and get a good luck charm. You know why it won't help? If it was a multiple choice exam, it may help. But if it is all writing, how could getting one of these help you, right? So this is all from like shamanism / Taoism, and this is something that you hang on the wall. Something that comes in a unique color, because most like these 부적 come in yellow color, okay, but some in white. And as you saw there, green or bluish color, and this is really, this is sort of an odd example, but this exemplifies the extent to which Koreans would go to wish for something. So I don't have my highlighter, but as you can see, right, jeans usually have like a tag at the back, right? So this is the blown up image of the tag, and there you see this familiar shamanistic sort of image, and here 합격 means admission. So, and there PX, meaning pass the exam, 2006. So this pair of jeans was bought for a high school student, grade 12, who is writing the exam, college entrance exam, in the hope that this person aces the exam so that he or she gets admitted to the college of his or her choice, right? And since we're talking about this buying things or buying for someone a gift with this sort of wishful thinking, like a good luck charm. We have many other examples like sticky candy, mirror, fork, all in the hope that the person writing the exam will have this good luck charm to write the exam well. Yes.
Sorry, did you just say you give forks? For
Yes,
Can you
because
explain it.
in the college entrance exam or SAT, you choose the questions, right? The answers, the multiple choice answers.
Okay.
And for you to pick an answer, in the Korean pronunciation, you say 찍다. So with the fork, there's this underlying hope that the person picks 찍다, the right answer.
Okay. Thank you. Makes sense.
And the mirror, in a similar way, you say you see the exam well.
Oh.
So with the mirror, you see the question well, or the answer well. And the sticky candy is to pass, to be admitted. We say 붙다, to stick. So if you buy the student who's writing the exam sticky candy, he or she will 붙다, pass, right? Can you think of any other examples where you either receive or give somebody a gift in a similar way? For Korean students, have you received anything that was unique? Yes.
I'm not Korean either, but like I received from my Korean teacher the hotu, what's that in English? Walnut? Yeah, walnut before the exam because he said that it's like it looks like the brain. So like yeah.
You got that right? So someone would give the student writing the exam the walnut, the whole, because the walnut, even the case, the shell, and even the what's inside, the wriggly thing looks like, or wrinkly thing, looks like the brain, right? So somehow this connection, well, it's first time hearing it, but it does make sense. Anyone else with a unique experience of having received a gift in time for the exam?
It's sort of similar to the fork, but you can also get chocolates in the shape of an axe, because axe is 찍다 in Korean as well.
So fork, you get a real fork, but axe.
You get a chocolate. You don't get the actual axe.
Okay, with axe, you also 찍다, right? So, wow, chocolate in the shape of an axe. Very good. All right, move on. So the first sort of a type of 부적 we looked at was all like shamanism / Taoism, but this one is from Buddhism. So he's supposedly a Buddhist monk who brings good fortune. So if you happen to visit a Buddhist home, chances are that you'll see this picture hanging on the wall. Okay? Because there is no standardized drawing of this monk, his looks are different from drawing to drawing. I mean, I sort of mentioned that because if you look at the picture of Jesus Christ, you know, there is a standardized sort of a portrait, right? It's church authorizes which looks should be the formal, official looks, right? But we don't have that. I mean, the Buddhists in Korea do not have that system. So, you know, again, he looks different from picture to picture. You know that since I brought up the portrayal or portrait of Jesus Christ, you know, I think it was archaeologists who reconstructed the face of Jesus Christ, taking into account how the people in the Middle East looked like 2,000 years ago, and he was nothing close to what you see today, right? Because what you see today is a Europeanized version of Jesus Christ, right? Very, I mean, blonde hair, the white, you know, the blue eyes. No way, Jose. Nothing close to what he must have looked like 2,000 years ago. It's all reconstructed, reinvented. But here's the pure monk. Anyway, here, see how different he looks, right? Bulging eyes. You know, I've been telling students to, you know, get me this for many years now, but no luck. Because I really get a hold of this, right? Because if you count these, how many do you get? I'll give you a minute to count. $108. And what does 108 stand for?
It's 108번뇌?
Yes.
So it's the 108 pains that a person goes through in life in order, or
Isn't
I
it
don't know. Yeah.
108 fortune?
108번뇌? Oh, is it? I thought it was like the pain that a person has to go through in order to gain fortune or to get to the degree of, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh.
And that's why there's like the 108 char.
Okay. So if there's 108 pains one has to go through, then the opposite would be 108 delights or happiness or things that, you know, bring you joy. That's what they are. So if you have this, and if you have an inkling of superstition, this is one lucky charm to have. Everything's there. I mean, can there be a wish beyond this 108 wish? For life, for health, for happiness in marriage, and, you know, it's all there. Okay? So, if you can buy this, please buy one for me. I'll pay it. Okay? I mean, if you want to take back home whatever from Korea, I think this would be an excellent gift. Seriously. Right? So, yes, buy one for me. I'll pay. Okay? So this has everything. There's a Dharma, a Buddhist monk who brings good, fortune, and then everything else, right? So, anybody who's interested in this kind of thing? Okay. See, that's the thing. You gotta do some searching. Good place to start would be Insadong. You know where that is? In Seoul, yes. If you're interested, I'll print this out so that you could walk around asking, I want this. Can you tell me where I could buy this? Right? Who wants a printout of this so that you'll mock? Who else? Oh, you mean like the colored print? Color print. Oh yeah, it's something I never thought about. But if you buy this, it's got to come in a better sort of, maybe laminated and better quality color, right? The real thing, right? Something that's been Christian by a shaman or something. Anyway. Okay, this comes in the size of a business card, and it's pure gold, and you put it in your wallet and you carry it around as a good luck charm. Okay, so this is rather popular among older people. Okay. Now, is there anybody in this room who carries something as a good luck charm? Anything? Hands up. What do you carry? Aaron.
I have a necklace I like to wear, and I will wear it, especially I usually wear it every day, but especially when there's an exam or a test or a presentation, I'll wear it on that day because nothing bad happens. Yeah.
Ah.
So.
Not the one that you're.
No,
are you wearing
no.
something now? Okay.
Well, this is important to me because it was given to me by someone special. But I have another necklace, and it's actually from Ireland, and it's called a Celtic knot. So basically, it's never ending, and the one I have means eternal love. So it's just I feel that I can just do well with it, kind of thing. So.
Very good. Yes. And your name is?
Okay, I have this lucky charm. It's similar to that one. My dad, he brought it from this temple of thing. I believe that it brings good luck, and I always bring it with my wallet, in my purse, everywhere.
Oh. So there are only 2 people with a good luck charm. Anybody else? Yeah?
I have a ring. My mom gave it to me when I was in high school. So a good luck charm for Sunan, Korean SAT. And I haven't taken it off yet.
So does it have any particular design or?
Oh well, it's from it's a Christian ring, and we're Christians. So my mom went to the church and got it. What you call it? by father. The father.
Oh, so the Catholic ring.
Yeah, the Catholic ring, and she gave it to me in high school.
Okay.
So.
Well, sometimes I think people wear week-old socks. Actually, hey, it's not from a personal experience. You know how like baseball players, right? Some really superstitious baseball players, if they had a good game, they would wear the same whatever for like days on end until that streak ends, kind of thing, right? So it doesn't have to be like a good luck charm, but I think we do things somewhat in a superstitious way, that if there's something good happens with, I mean, you associate a good fortune with a part of your experience, or things you wear, and you sort of try to make sure that good luck stays with you by carrying on the same clothing, or doing something the same way, kind of thing. This is Japanese, a omamori, and a cross. So I think a lot of people wear a cross without knowing how in the old days it was both a sign of identity and also a sort of a symbol to fight off demons, right? Rabbit's foot. Don't worry, they're not real anymore. In the old days they were real, but not anymore. All these different colors. $2 bill. Oh, I was at the bank. I meant to ask that. I mean, in Korea. Again, it's worth asking, right? If they ever run into any one of these, save them for me. Lucky coin. 4-leaf clover, which comes like 1 in every 10,000 clovers. Lucky number 7. Does anybody know the origin, how number 7 became the lucky number? Like number 666, right? That's the number of the devil. Number 13, unlucky number. Even that, I don't know how that came about. For the Chinese and Koreans, number 4 is an unlucky number because 4 is pronounced the same as death. That's why number 4 on the buildings you often find 4 missing, right? In terms of the actual symbolic representation. But you would often see F instead of number 4. But it's just playing with your eye, right? Because the structure is there still. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, it's still there. But symbolically it's not there, right? So does anybody know? Number 7, number 13. So okay. Well, it'll be my homework. If I type 7, I'm sure Wikipedia will have an answer for it, right? Or 13. 666. I know that's from even 666. I mean, you have a vague idea that it is associated with the number of devil, right? But how did it all sort of have this connection, right? So we'll all look at it, okay? Wishbone Ash. Actually, that's the name of a rock group. Wishbone, yeah?
I just quickly Googled it now, and it's just briefly says here, it's on Wikipedia, so I don't know how legit it is, but it says that there was, it could come from the 7, it says number 7 in the 7 days of creation is typological, and number 7 appears commonly elsewhere in the Bible. So it took 7 days to create. everything, and then the number 7 appears everywhere else too. That's just what it says. I don't know.
I think it makes sense. Since if it's from the Bible, or if it is biblical, God supposedly took 7 days to create the universe, right? Thank you.